The big concern with that timing of 1 p.m. for tomorrow, which they moved, was people traveling to and from. It was going to be near impossible. So one place feeling the sting of bitter cold temperatures is Kansas City, Missouri. Well, you will have single-digit temperatures all weekend long.
Yeah, we have meteorologist Chris Warren. He's joining us live. He's outside the Chiefs Stadium where they've been out there already. I cannot believe that. When you first showed that shot, my jaw was on the ground. How are people faring? You said that people keep on adding layers. Have you added layers since you've been out there?
No, I haven't yet, only because...
Yeah, Chris, it looks like they know what they're doing, and I know that I learned a lot today about tailgating, that's for sure.
And tailgating in the cold.
Exactly.
Below zero wind chills.
Yes.
I mean, they look like they're having a great time. And you really you have to just go with it when it's that cold. I will say it's hard to just go with it in parts of Oregon right now because we have a serious ice storm that's taking shape. The power outages in the state of Oregon are continuing to climb, and that's all because of this area right here, which you see in pink, and that is the worst type of winter precipitation.
Exactly. It's ice. You don't have traction on ice, and we're going to continue to monitor that as we go through the rest of today. By the afternoon, hopefully things will start to be improving, but we'll see this move inland as well, so we'll see some snow across Salt Lake City before it's all said and done, and these totals, oh boy, they're going to add up.
They're big totals. Yeah. And by the way, this is Winter Storm Heather, so this is our next storm, and if you're keeping count, this is 4 from just the start of 2024, so we're 2 weeks in, 4 winter storms. Meteorologists are tired, and I know a lot of people across the lower 48 are starting to get winter weather weary at this point, despite the fact it was a mild start to winter. This is the area of concern, especially what you see in those dark colors of pink. That's when we get into those concerning ice accumulations. Now, any type of ice accumulation is concerning, but those higher numbers, power outages become much more likely.
You get all that ice on the trees bend over, they're on the power lines, and then you're out of power. And the worst time, because then it's cold on top of it. So
now let's bring Winter Storm Heather into the south, and this is going to bring snow accumulations to places like Memphis, just south of Little Rock, likely to see some higher accumulations, Nashville, Knoxville. The probabilities of at least seeing 2 inches of snow, pretty good.
It is pretty good. So we're looking at that again, the high where you're seeing the purples there, that deep purple, and at least 4 inches, still not bad. Look at this.
Not at all.
This from Lexington down off towards Little Rock. Again, we'll take that if you're a snow lover in the south.
Which it's difficult to get snow in the south sometimes. So winter weather forecasting in the south is an absolute headache. And one of the big reasons is the proximity to the Gulf of Mexico. Sometimes you get that warmer air that noses its way in, and that is going to happen. So areas like Jackson, Mississippi, Shreveport, we're watching closely for ice accumulations, and that extends all the way back into Texas.
Exactly. We always have never cut and dry down off towards the south, that's for sure. You have that rain-snow line, you have that mixing going on, and with that, we will see some dangerous type of precip. When we talk about the snow, I don't think that the snow is so dangerous unless you have to drive in it. Snow usually puts a smile on your face because it's fun.
And, you know, Monday is a holiday. So no school.
Yes.
And hopefully a lot of people won't be having to drive to and from work. You can just stay home and enjoy the snow. Well, I'm wondering, Jen, how many people are going to regret saying that this winter?
Exactly.
Because we're in for the long haul as far as some of those really cold temps.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jen.
Yeah, it's true. Although everyone I talked to has said, no, they're glad to have it. They like the snow and they like the cold here in Michigan. And look, the World of Winter Festival here shows that case in point here. They're celebrating it.
That's very true.
Yes.
And you know what? If you live in Michigan, you like the snow.
Exactly. That's why you live in Michigan.
Well, thank you, Jen. Let's actually take us a little bit further to the south now and show you some snow moving into the Music City.
Yeah, we're going to see a good clip of it, a good swath before it's all said and done. So again, snow lovers in the south, you're not being left out. We see these temperatures that are going to be on the cold side. There's that good swath that I'm talking about in the teal coloring.
Snow,
exactly, moving on up towards Nashville.
And the temperatures, you know, it's going to get cold.
Yes.
As long as it's, cold, I always hope that it's going to snow. So Nashville, you are lucky. You could see 4 to 5 inches of snow. Those purple colors just to your south, that is the 5 to 8 inches of snow range. Little Rock, kind of same deal for you. You're in that same zone as areas like Nashville, where you're going to see heavy snow start to move in, especially by Monday afternoon, the later half of Monday, before this eventually starts to move out. And you're going to be right on the edge. Could you see 4 inches of snow, or will it be more like 6 or 7?
It depends, yeah.
you're going to be really close.
Exactly. And so then we time this out as we work our way in through your Sunday afternoon, evening time frame. That's when Tupelo, you get in on the thick of things. We're going to see this again, some of that darker teal coloring coming in here. So that means that's some good snow that's going to be setting up across that area too.
But you're right on the edge
yes.
of maybe seeing some different types of winter precipitation. And you're thinking, okay, well, our temps are in the 20s. Shouldn't that mean all snow? Not always the case, because it matters where that warm layer of air is, and that could complicate things, as it usually does in the south. But Tupelo, and especially areas north of Tupelo up into southern portions of Tennessee, you're pretty solidly in the snow. Memphis, you could see a significant amount of snow, and it's been a long time since we've seen some of these amounts.
Yes, so we're looking again, temperatures on the cold side, and again, the teal is going over towards Memphis as well. So again, nice good swath as we head into your Monday evening. We start to wrap things up, but there are those totals. Look at this, 8 inches possibly in some spots out there.
It depends on the exact placement of how this comes in, which is important no matter where you are when you talk about snow, but especially in the south. So we'll see how things unfold. Just know that there is the potential there in Memphis to get a good amount of snow out of Winter Storm Heather.
Yes, your weekend depends on the weather, and we can